The Age of Exploration, ranging from the 15th to the 18th centuries, was a period marked by conquest, colonization, and relentless warfare. Empires expanded across oceans, and with them came armies that brought destruction, terror, and brutal tactics. From ruthless conquistadors to unstoppable naval fleets, here are the 10 most vicious armies of the Age of Exploration and what made them so deadly. At number 10 we have the Dutch East India Company Army, also known as the VOC. More than just a trading company, the VOC had a private army that rivaled some nations. With thousands of mercenaries, warships, and advanced firearms, they waged brutal wars in Indonesia, India, and South Africa, often wiping out entire local populations to secure trade monopolies. Number 9, the Portuguese colonial armies were masters of naval warfare. The Portuguese Empire was one of the first to dominate global trade routes, thanks to its ruthless naval and land forces. They crushed opposition in India, Africa, and Brazil with superior gunpowder weaponry, enslaving and massacring locals who resisted their rule. At 8, the Samurai of Japan. During the Age of Exploration, Japan's samurai armies fiercely defended their homeland against European invaders. The Tokugawa shogunate even launched brutal purges against foreign influences, executing thousands of converts to Christianity and crushing rebellions with ruthless efficiency. 7th on the list are the Russian Cossack armies. Russia's Cossack warriors were both feared and admired. These brutal cavalrymen expanded the Russian Empire deep into Siberia and Central Asia, burning villages and enslaving conquered peoples. Their raids were so effective that even the Mongols struggled to resist them. Number 6, the British Redcoats. The British Redcoats were among the most disciplined and well-trained soldiers of the era. As Britain expanded its empire, its armies crushed uprisings from North America to India, often using scorched earth tactics and brutal retribution against resistance. At 5, the Ottoman Janissaries. The Janissaries were the elite warriors of the Ottoman Empire. Originally taken as child slaves and trained for war, they became one of the most feared fighting forces of the time, crushing European and Middle Eastern armies alike with their disciplined musket volleys and ruthless tactics. Coming in at 4, the Spanish Conquistadors. Perhaps the most infamous warriors of the Age of Exploration, the Spanish Conquistadors annihilated entire civilizations. Led by men like Hernán Cortés and Francisco Pizarro, they used superior weaponry, native allies, and sheer brutality to wipe out the Aztecs and the Incas, slaughtering millions and seizing untold riches. At number 3, the French Musketeers. The French Musketeers were more than just royal bodyguards, they were deadly soldiers who enforced France's will across the world. From the Caribbean to Canada, they fought brutal colonial wars, often using terror tactics to suppress revolts and maintain French dominance. Second, the pirate fleets of the Caribbean. Not all vicious armies wore a king's banner. The pirates of the Caribbean, from Blackbeard to Henry Morgan, ruled the seas with brutality, plundering ships and razing entire cities. They showed no mercy to their victims, often torturing captives and leaving behind blood-soaked waters. And finally, at number 1, the Mongol-descended armies of Central Asia. Though their empire had faded, the descendants of Genghis Khan still haunted the Age of Exploration. Mongol and Tatar horsemen ravaged Russian, Persian, and Chinese territories, slaughtering entire populations and leaving behind nothing but smoldering ruins. Even the most powerful European armies feared them. These armies shaped the world through conquest, terror, and destruction. Some built empires, others left only ruin. Which do you think was the most vicious? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more epic history videos.